have we reached the end of new stories in books?
Specifically romances.
Romances and romantasies. I feel like tropes are becoming like that is how people write stories now. They're like, where in my book can I hit all 15 of these tropes? I'm feeling is like discouraged about it because like now it's almost like every time I open a book in the first chapter, you're like, well, I know what I'm getting.
Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you forget where we were?
I know it's yes. Easy answer, yes.
Okay, great.
I know it's been only a week in like release timeline, but it's been several weeks for us.
Yes.
And every time we go more than a week, I come back and I've forgotten why I'm here.
What are we doing here?
Like,
who are you?
I know. Every time we do this, before we start recording, we end up talking for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
sorry. Okay. Welcome everyone. This one, I don't know if it's going to be like a longer episode, but I definitely feel like my review this week is going to be long.
Nice.
So I'm going to apologize up front.
Well, so the other thing is as I was writing down what I wanted my snack to be this week, because it's been like 3 weeks, I went down like a rabbit hole.
Do you have a list of snacks?
All the things that I was like, and I was like, can I turn this into just like me talking about snacks for 45 minutes? And I was like, I don't know if that's what anybody wants.
Okay, we'll give you a limit of like 5. You can talk about 5 snacks.
No, I feel like I've whittled it down.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me what your snack is then? Tell me what your snack is.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So it started with, because in recording time recently, it was Valentine's Day.
Yes.
For Valentine's Day, Lindt, is it
Lindor?
Or Lindt, the Lindt chocolates, the little balls of chocolate deliciousness. I bought some for Mike. They had, I know you don't like dark chocolate, but they had like the dark chocolate ones with like the strawberry filling.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and those are pretty good.
Okay.
But they also had the pistachio cream filled ones.
Oh, I haven't seen those. No.
Oh, I bought those too on like those were probably good.
Yeah.
They are so fucking good.
Oh, no. Now I have to go buy them.
Yes, you do. When you go grocery shopping tomorrow, look for them. Okay. They are so good.
Okay.
Like every morning I come down and I see the little baggie sitting on the counter and I'm like, I know they're Mike's.
Do I want to eat like 7 of those right now?
But they could be mine.
Right, for sure.
For the very low price of free.
That's right.
So it's been, he let me have one of and every morning I come downstairs and there's one more missing from the bag. That's how much of a problem I have.
You know exactly how many
were in the bag the day before. And every morning I come down and there's only 4 left.
Oh no.
That's not enough to hide that I've taken one.
If you yep.
Yep. There has to be like 7.
Yep.
In order for it to not be noticeable.
Agreed. And
now that we've like come below that limit, every morning I have to be like, so I might buy some more today. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I think you just need to buy some more and hide them.
Yes. So that's my plan today, is to go. So that's
excellent.
That's what I started with.
Okay.
But then I realized that it is also Shamrock Shake season.
Okay.
And I don't go to McDonald's that often, but I go to McDonald's during Shamrock Shake season.
Okay. What flavor is Shamrock Shake? I've
mint.
never had one. Okay.
It's green minty deliciousness.
Okay.
It is the best.
Okay.
I have one in my freezer right now.
Okay. As like a backup, like did you buy two and like it was like one for now and one for later? Or
no, there's just so much. They're like just giant containers, and I try not to drink the whole thing in one sitting. Not because I'm worried about calories with these things, but because I'm worried about how my stomach will react to this.
Yes. With the amount of sugar and
like whatever
dairy.
I don't.
Question mark?
Yeah. So, it's Shamrock Shake season.
Okay.
And then last night we went out to get dinner for our anniversary.
Okay.
And
happy anniversary.
Thank you. At the restaurant we went to had desserts, and they made banana bread tres leches.
Okay.
So instead of
interesting.
Yes. So I was really excited about it.
Okay.
And it was good. But I think I could make it better.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love this challenge for you, and I'm going to officially request that I eat some.
I don't know how that's going to happen, but I will. Eventually, someday. So then, so if today, and I go grocery shopping, if I could find some bananas that are there, I will be making banana bread to then transition into banana bread tres leches, because theirs was good, but you know how like tres leches has that like whipped cream topping on it?
Yeah.
This place didn't do that. They made like a banana caramel chocolate reduction thing.
Okay.
So there was like bananas and chocolate pieces on top, and then like this like caramel sauce that they drizzled over the top, and it was all good. But like tres leches is gooey with the leches.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. It wasn't quite that. So I think I could do it better.
Excellent.
So
I love this.
Trying that. So yeah. So all this was happening. There are more. Because like I said, it's been 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
So are you going to go a combination of all of those as your rating today?
I don't know. That's why I didn't want to talk about all of them, because then I'd have to pick. I think I'm going to be, but I think seasonally, I'm going to pick Shamrock Shakes.
Fair. Okay. Shamrock Shake. I wonder, I'm afraid to try this. It sounds good, but also like I don't need a reason. I don't want to have a reason to go to McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Right. Like yes. It'll be like another thing that you're like, oh, I really like their fries, but I'm not just for fries.
No.
Oh, Shamrock Shake season? I could get both. And since I'm there, I'm gonna get a fucking double cheeseburger.
Right, exactly. Obviously, you have to.
Yes.
Are you a person that dips fries in shakes?
I have before. I only like vanilla though.
I am not that
salty.
person. Okay.
Okay.
I am not. It kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I know they are, but I also don't believe that their fries are actual potatoes. So
no, there's some sort of sorcery that is delicious.
It's like, have you ever seen plywood, where it's like all the little chunks of like wood and they just glue it all together?
Yep.
That's what I assume McDonald's French fries are. The plywood of potatoes. Like,
the plywood of potatoes. Here's your new slogan, McDonald's.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So, they are mostly composed of potato. But also other things. And there's some kind of edible glue.
Yes, agreed. I think I want McDonald's now. So, thanks for that.
Oh, good. Because there is a McDonald's real close to the Kroger that I go to. And I knew today was going to be an issue, because once you put a Shamrock Shake in the freezer, it's not the same consistency when you take it back out. Any ice cream.
Nope.
So, do I want a fresh Shamrock Shake?
I mean, yes. Something I've learned this week is that I am not the person to ask if you are on the fence about buying anything. Don't ask me, because I'm always going to tell you to do it. Mm-hmm. This is how my mother-in-law bought a Switch 2 this week.
Well, the amount of time, now that you've told me how much time she has spent on Animal Crossing, that's a valid investment.
Valid, yes. Well, and now that she has it, she's like, what have I been doing? No wonder my eyes hurt all the time, because she's been on one of the little baby Switch Lite. She's like, no wonder my eyes hurt all the time. And now she's got the Switch 2 and she's got it connected to the TV, and she's like, why did I do this to myself for so many years? Oh, yes. Anyway, I am also going to give you 2 snacks this week, because 1, I had kind of planned, and 2, because after you were talking, it reminded me of one of my snacks, like something that I had over the last couple of weeks. So
very
1,
nice.
I was going to say my snack this week is going to be chicken nuggets, because I've eaten it like twice this week. We had 2 after work outings or whatever this week, and both places, like the go-to for me, it's like chicken nuggets is always like my go-to, because I'm like, well, I don't, nothing really sounds good, so chicken nuggets or chicken tenders, so that's what I did at both places. So nice. I was gonna make that my snack this week, but you reminded me that in the last couple of weeks we ate crepes.
That's right, we did hang out. What have we been doing?
And I ordered a cinnamon roll crepe that I ate when I got home. Oh my God, it was so good. I wish I would have eaten it there, because then I would have bought a second one to bring home.
That's right.
Yeah, we ate crepes together.
Yes, and that was the first crepe that I've ever had that was a savory crepe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had like a breakfast crepe.
Yeah, it was like spinach and tomatoes and avocado, and ranch sauce.
Yeah.
I'm air quoting.
A pound of it.
Yeah. Which, you ever see words like that? I know,
ranch sauce.
And you're like, what is ranch sauce?
Yeah.
And then you get it and you're like, oh, it's ranch.
It's just like you thought way too into it. Like, this is something different.
I know. I thought it was going to be like a salsa creme or something like that. Something crazy. And I got it and I was like, oh, this is ranch.
It's just ranch.
Why
just put ranch on the list. Yes.
That's I like ranch.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, so maybe I'm gonna go with the crepes. I'll stick behind my chicken tender story, but like my snack is for sure gonna be my cinnamon roll crepe. Oh, so good. It was, yeah. I want more. I need that store to be closer to me. Well,
or you can just get a crepe maker.
I would never. I would buy it thinking like, yeah, I'll do this. I'd do it one time and then never use it again, because that's who I am as a person.
Yeah, they need to. The future needs to arrive where you just get one of those like oven looking things and you're like, push a button and you're like, I want a crepe, and it crepe materializes. Oh,
yes. Oh my God. One more thing, and then I have a something for you.
Okay.
This is way out of time with when it comes out, but I'm still going to tell you right now. I bought my tickets to see Project Hail Mary yesterday.
Oh, nice.
We are officially a month out from the movie coming out, and I bought my tickets last night.
Oh, awesome. I hope in a month we're both not like, well, that was dumb.
I know. I'm
so nervous.
You ever... Well, for you listener, we probably will be able to talk about it next week.
That's true.
Yes.
You ever see movie trailers and you're like, oh, that looks awesome, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh, all the awesome parts were in the trailer.
Yep.
That's
I know. I'm so nervous. Ooh, I'm so nervous, but I'm very excited. I feel more like excitement now that I have the tickets in hand. So I'm very excited. But anyways, that's just a little tidbit that I wanted to tell you. The other thing I was going to talk to you about is bookish themed. And it's on theme for my books this week. But I'm going to talk about it now because I want my book section to be like about my books, you know?
Okay.
But so the theme I want to discuss with you is, have we reached the end of new stories in books?
Specifically romances
And romantasies, I think. So I mean, it ties in, but yeah, I think because that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this in previous episodes, touched on it a little bit, but yeah, it feels like, to quote myself, probably, it feels like you're just getting the same, let's say, like, I'm writing a book, I'm going to use 12 tropes. The tropes are all the same, so the stories are all pretty similar. It's sad.
So I that you bringing up the tropes is a big deal, like a big thing, because I feel like tropes are becoming like that is how people write stories now. It's like they just write a list of tropes and they're like, where in my book can I hit all 15 of these tropes? And it's like, not every book has to have every trope. Like, you can have one trope and then like, let's go from there or something. But like, it feels like books now, because books are promoted so much by like, oh, it has enemies to lovers, or it has like, you know, and I feel like that. So as soon as everybody like sees that, it's like a selling point. So then now every author, new and existing, are like, oh, I have to have enemies to lovers in there, or I have to have like, I have to add in all these tropes, because I feel like that is what is being used as a selling point now.
Yes.
So it's like every book has to have every trope because they are trying to entice every reader.
Yes. So to your point, have you seen recently an increase in the titles of books will now have all the tropes listed in them? So like book title, semicolon,
parentheses, or
yeah, or like a book of enemies to lovers, lost, you know, found family, blah 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 blah, steamy, you know. It's like, I'm like, oh man,
it's too much.
What is this?
Yes, and I'm feeling like I don't know if discouraged is the right word, but that's kind of the word that I'm feeling, is like discouraged about it, because like now it's almost like every time I open a book, in the first chapter, as soon as like you meet somebody or you hear a certain phrase or something like that, you're like, well, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm whatever, which like sometimes obviously you do know, especially if you're going into like a rom-com or a romance, you kind of understand like what's going to happen, but it's almost like you can figure out exactly what's coming in the first like 2 chapters.
Right. By taking the book description and then telling me the 12 tropes that are in the book, I almost don't need to read the book.
Yeah. Right. I read one chapter and I'm like, cool, got their personality, I got their vibes or whatever, and now I just apply that to what you've already told me in the description and I've got it. I'm done.
Right. Yeah. Go read some comments by some other people, and I don't even need to read the book.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time right now with like finding the right books to read and stuff, because I just am really struggling, because like I said, within the first like 2 chapters or something, I'm immediately like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I already know what this is. I need something new. I need something that's not, I need to go find like the depths of like something else, because everything that's on Book Talk and Bookstagram and like all that kind of stuff, like everything out there is literally the fucking same thing over and over. And it's now I'm at a point to where like I don't want to read anything that's even remotely popular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's frustrating because that's all that is shoved in my face.
Yeah. And there has to be a diamond in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a big diamond, but
right.
one.
A little baby diamond.
A small one. Yeah.
Which is why I try to keep going, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
plus,
I cut you off.
No, that's okay. I was just plus sometimes I just want to read that type of book.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, you get 4 or 5 chapters in and you're like, why did I want to do this?
Yeah. What am I doing?
My soul still speaks to the romance books, the romantasy books, I still really, but I don't want the same thing.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Another thing that's happening to me along those lines is the second our main female character meets the broody character, I'm immediately like, okay, well, they're gonna fall in love, they love each other, they're gonna fuck, whatever's gonna happen. I want a book where she doesn't fall in love with the first fucking man that we meet in the book, or even maybe the second person. How about we meet him a little later, or we let her have her own adventure for a while or something. But it's literally in the first 2 chapters or whatever, and she's like, ugh, the broody man over there, I hate him, and he's so blah blah blah, but he's hot. I'm like, okay, well, okay. Just change it up a little bit. Can we just a little bit?
Yeah. I don't think the current popular digestion of books allows for that right now.
It does not.
Because
every reader out there, I feel like, is all about the broody shadow man and the I need to have every book has a book boyfriend and all that.
Definitely the popularity, being pushed out to. I don't even know. I'm not an author. I don't know an author. Maybe that's what they're feeling pressure to write right now. Because I imagine they probably have to put out books pretty quickly, to stay relevant, if you want to call it. But so there's probably some pressure on them to put out books like that as well. I would assume. But I also assume that someday everybody else will catch up. Yeah. All the new readers that have been brought into our midst because of, fantasy or romantasy getting really popular really fast, and romantasy. I also assume that they're going to get to a point too where they're going to be like, all these books are pretty similar. Yeah. I'm kind of tired of it. Yeah. What else is out there? And that will also influence the change. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah. I feel like we're almost on that point, right? Because I would say a lot of the people that came in that weren't readers before and came into the genre came in with ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, that kind of stuff. So I think we're at a point now where we're 4 or 5 years into it. I feel like we're at a point now where those readers are gonna start doing like you just said. So I think we should be at close to that point to where the readers. It's also a thing thinking about the blow up of Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is way different, not romantasy in any way. There's no book boyfriends going on there. You have none of that.
There's the AI.
Oh, well, he is in love with Carl.
It's not, it's
reciprocated.
Reciprocated. And they're still in their enemies stage.
Oh, right.
As far as I've gotten.
Well, the hot take here, Nicole thinks Carl's going to end up with AI. But my point there is that it's something so different and it's blowing up. There's obviously a lot of people out there that I've seen that obviously are not willing to give it a try because it's just not their vibe, which is totally fine. But what I'm saying is that is something that is growing and getting bigger and kind of taking over some of the book space. And so I feel like that might be something that's going to help people realize oh, you don't have to just read romantasy and it's still enjoyable.
Right.
So
yeah, the nice thing about DCC though that I've found is not that you could read just the first book.
You could.
And
you
just
don't
stop.
Yeah, you don't have to keep going.
You know, like all of the books, all the levels are their own thing, like their own book. I know there's a couple that I think book 1 does 2 levels, but like you could just stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when you're, you know, like come back to it later.
Or whenever.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and that's a nice thing too with those books. So
yeah. But I'm just hoping that like seeing something like DCC blow up on the interwebs gives me a little bit of hope of like, okay, maybe we're not stuck in romantasy for much longer.
Right. Yeah. And that maybe that's why I don't want to say why, it's not the main reason, but another reason why DCC blew up like it did is because you know, we've been pigeonholed into the romantasy for so long that you know, something else new has come out and they're like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
all right, well that's all of my ranting for today. You have something else.
Well, speaking of DCC, I think in release timeline 78 just came out February for us.
Okay.
And you talked about the book cover is supposed to drop soon.
So,
and then the book cover did.
Yes, I put it in
the exact same week. Yeah. So.
I put it in the last episode that came out. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that turned out really good.
It did. So. I was like, oh my God, here it is. Yes, Parade of Horribles. Be ready to hear about that probably next week in your listening time.
Yeah, within the next couple weeks, definitely.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's that. Do you want to tell me about your book?
Yes.
Okay.
Once my tablet wakes up.
Okay, great.
It's awake. Okay. Luckily, it was just sleeping.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so I have a book. I was going to do a couple, but here we are. So this book is called The Women of Arlington Hall. It is by Jane Healey. It is a Kindle Unlimited, but it's one of those Kindle Unlimiteds that's also a read and listen. So you can
nice.
do both. It is audio. I did both. It is not the AI voice, thank God. It is an actual human talking.
Excellent.
So it was a pretty good read. The narrator who did her voice was really good. There's probably 10 other women that she had to do voices for.
Oh wow.
And,
okay.
There was enough variation that I knew probably 2 or 3 of them, but once you started getting in past the 2 or 3 like main friends, I started getting a little bit lost. So,
okay. All right.
But it was still pretty good.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a historical fiction romance.
Okay.
Probably more romance, I would say.
Oh, all right.
So, which I was not expecting.
I was going to say I wasn't expecting that either.
Right. So, okay. So this book is, it's 1947. Obviously World War II has just ended, you know, a couple years previous. And Catherine has just graduated college. She was handpicked by her professor to apply for a super secret job at on a military project.
Okay.
And she was accepted. So Kat heads off to Virginia to start her new life in cryptoanalysis, which is basically code breaking, right?
Okay.
And the top secret job that she's position that she's gotten is assisting in uncovering Soviet agents within the government.
Oh shit. All right.
Right. So some time passes in the book, and Kat finds herself fitting into her new role really well, and she's making a whole bunch of friends. And then, like one night out on the town, she bumps into Jonathan, who was her rival from her college days. They were in the same class, the same code breaking class. And he beat her like final score by like 2 or 3 points.
Of
Something
course.
very minuscule, but he beat her.
Mm-hmm.
And that just eats at her.
Uh-huh.
So she also finds out that Jonathan had turned down the role that she is currently filling.
Oh, shit.
And took a better job with the FBI.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So another poke.
Dig at her.
Yep. His new role, though, has him working similar issues.
Okay.
And they find themselves thrown together more and more as Jonathan starts dating one of Kat's friends, and then also his team and the team that she's on start working together looking for these Soviet spies, right?
Okay.
So as more and more Russian spies are uncovered and leadership within the government becomes more paranoid, Kat finds herself in the crosshairs.
Okay.
Can she and Jonathan clear her name before Kat herself is labeled as a Russian spy?
Oh, shit.
Okay. Book thoughts.
Okay.
So if you think this book sounds like it's going to be like a spy novel,
Uh-huh.
You would be wrong.
Okay.
It has a couple problems. I don't consider myself to be a wealth of knowledge of the espionage world, or even like the late 40s, early 50s, like Russian scare. Okay. I'm not super in, like, I don't have that level of knowledge.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that this would be a little bit, like, I knew it was a romance, historical romance. I was hoping for a little bit more background in that. I was also hoping there would be more about her work. As, like
a code breaker?
A code breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some explanation of what a code breaker does and how they do their work, but it's mostly like all the scenes at their office are like them all standing in a room talking around a whiteboard.
Okay.
And the whiteboard has names on it, and I'm just like, it feels like there might be more to that, but like none of the work is actually ever explained, or how she does it, or how much time, or anything like that. She's just like, I worked many hours this week around this whiteboard.
Yeah.
So,
that is a lot to put on the author, to be like, come up with a code that she has to break and then break it.
Right, yeah. So yes, I recognize that like they're not gonna sit, but it was just kind of like, when they're at work, the focus is very hazy, right?
Okay.
But also, on top of that, a considerable amount of time is spent out of work, at bars. No judgment.
Okay.
But, I bring this up because that, like, I know I said in the description, she meets Jonathan at a bar, like a bar that they always frequent. They talk a lot of, like, you know, like in the book, they make a big deal. Like, don't talk about this shit at work, about what you're doing at work outside of work. It's top secret. You talk about it. The penalty is death. Right?
Right.
And then, so, like, they're at the bar, and her and Jonathan are, like, whispering into
talking
each
about their jobs.
Talking about their jobs. And I was like,
That's not how this works there, people.
Like,
and also they work at different organizations, right?
Right. Yes.
So not only are you talking about things that you shouldn't be talking about outside of work, but you're talking about them with people who are in a completely different organization than you. Different.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah. She puts, I mean, I guess I understand, like, some of, like, this is down a different rabbit hole, like, but to that point, like, I understand, but, like, you know this guy, but, like, he was just like, oh yeah, I'm in the FBI, and I'm working looking for Soviet spies. What? You're gonna trust that and just start talking about work?
Let me tell you everything I know about the Soviet spies.
Yes.
Like, this just feels so weird.
Right. Like, I don't feel like that's what I would do, but I'm not her, right? all the espionage that happens in this book is pretty low level. Like I was saying, it felt like maybe the author did some research on espionage, but didn't want the book to be focused on that. So it's pretty low level espionage, right?
Okay.
And a lot of it was unbelievable.
Okay.
So a lot of things in this book happened where I was just like,
So it's definitely a story where you have to suspend some belief and you have to just accept that they're sharing secrets with each other.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Because that being said, you know the minute you meet him who the bad guy is. The literal minute.
Got it.
So of course it can't be Jonathan because you've already met the bad guy.
Yeah.
So you know who the guy is.
Okay. You the reader or you the character?
Yes, you the reader.
Okay.
The character Kat, she has her suspicions, but it's one of those things where she sees something, so she says something, and everybody's like, no, it can't be him.
Got it. Okay.
So she like mentions it to another guy, and he's like, no, that can't be him.
Okay.
He's been here for like 30 years, blah, blah, blah. You're just like, okay.
Right.
There's a lot of convenience in this book. Probably not surprised by me saying that.
No.
The whole thing with like Kat being accused of being a spy, I guess. I feel like it should have been done different.
Okay.
Like how she like gets out of it, I should say, like spoiler alert, I guess, because she has to prove that she's not a spy, right? How she does it does not feel believable to me.
Okay.
At all. And that was really convenient how it all wrapped up. But I'm not 100% sure how I would change it.
Okay. I feel like that a lot. Where I'm like, this isn't right, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't write the book. I'm not going to try and rewrite the book here.
Okay.
It wasn't very believable to me.
Okay.
All that being said, is if this is the level of spy work that was going on in the 40s and 50s, I feel like I should go back and I would be the literal best spy ever.
Right, you would just skate right past all of them.
I know. Like, so easy.
Okay, great.
So if anybody listening is a spy, please read this book and tell me how realistic it is, because
you can send it anonymously because we don't want you to out yourself as a spy.
Right. Yes, exactly. I feel like maybe a career change is in order after reading this book.
I look forward to hearing more about that.
Yeah. But overall, the book isn't terrible.
Okay.
Like, I read it in a couple days.
Okay.
I listened and read in a couple days. I enjoyed it. As soon as I got over the fact that, like, it's almost like a cozy espionage.
Okay. Sure. I
Right?
accept
Like,
this.
As soon as, if you go into the book, like, okay, I know everything's gonna work out. I know it's gonna be really convenient. I know this is a book more about a girl and her friends than it is, like, a book about code breakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a completely average read. I would say like 3 Shamrock Shakes.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of the point something, but no. Okay.
No.
3 Shamrock Shakes. Okay.
3 Shamrock Shakes.
Okay, great. Well, all right. I don't know how long mine is going to be. I know this episode's going to be long, but you could see in the episode how much time is left, but I'm giving everything. I'm not going to cut it down at all. Okay?
Okay,
great.
Let's do it.
Okay, so it's a series. It's called The Compelling Fates Saga by Sophia St. Germain. There are 4 books, and it's a completed series, 4-book series. And all 4 of them are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're interested, there's that. I'm going to tell you up front, I DNF'd book 4. So, keep that in mind. So I first borrowed these books back, like the first book back in, let me tell you what the books are. It's called A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly is book 1. 2 is A Promise So Bold and Broken. 3 is A Bond So Fierce and Fragile. And 4 is A Fate So Dark and Delicate. So those are the 4. I first borrowed these back in October, and the first one just kind of sat in my Kindle Unlimited for a while, and I've been seeing a bunch of hype about them online lately. Like, everybody is like, this is so great, like, you have to read these, blah blah blah, because book 4 just came out in December, so like obviously there was more hype about it because it was the completion of the series and like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a go. All right, so I'm going to give you the description of book 1, and then I'm just going to tell you my feelings about all 3 without, yeah. So, okay, so Alessia, she goes by Les, I think, in the book, if I remember right, but Alessia. So she's half fae and half human, and she has very unique magic. It's like a mind control type of magic, and it allows her to literally compel anyone to do her bidding by merely looking into their eyes. So if she makes eye contact with somebody and she tells them what to do, they have to do it, basically.
Does she have to speak the words, or can she just like, okay?
No, she has to say
she could
it.
like look into their eyes and just be like, and I know.
From what I remember of it, she has to speak it. Like, whatever she tells them to do. Go ahead.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Okay, so if she has to speak it, does everybody else around here hear her speaking it? Like, you know what I mean? Okay,
yeah, it's not like it doesn't create like a tunnel or anything.
Okay, so like, if she looks into another person's eyes and she's like, go kill that guy, the guy next to her is going to be like, who are you talking to?
Yes.
And why did you say that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So
minutia, but
no, I get it. So yeah, because like, that person, whoever she said it to, like with eye contact, is now compelled to do it, and they can't stop until whatever. So
until the task is done.
Yes, exactly. So she has this magic, but after a tragic accident that happened because of her magic, she actually it's not the reason why, but it's kind of like tangentially it gets there. She ends up being thrown into the Fae King's dungeons and is tortured. Oh, let me tell you real fast, sorry, trigger warnings for this series. There's a lot of torture and like described torture.
Oh jeez. There's
murder, imprisonment, orphans, PTSD, and then once you get past book 1, you add in spice, alcoholism, branding, death of a parent. Yes, that's that. Okay. Book 1 is like no spices, and then after that you get spices. Okay, so he, like, to get her out of the dungeons or whatever, he makes her swear a blood oath to him to bind her to his service. And so he lets her out and then is basically like, I'll come calling whenever I want something, right? So we're now 5 years later. She's living amongst the humans in this place called Elo and has created a little life for herself there. Obviously as much as she can, with the promise of the king to come calling. When he finally comes to collect his oath to her or whatever, he wants her to infiltrate the human elections to become the new regent of Elo, because he wants her to find out if the current regent is involved in all of these strange things that are happening on the Faeland. Like, there's a lot of like war things happening and like spies and like stuff like that. And so he wants her to go be part of this election, which are essentially trials to become the regent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And so he wants her to go in and like get to know the regent and like all that kind of stuff and find out if he's involved in that stuff.
Okay.
She is also promised that if she goes through with this and is successful, he will release her from the blood oath and she could be free from him forever. Okay. So, of course, she's like determined to do this because obviously she wants to be free from him and all that. But there's a little hitch to it. The king is making his most lethal fae watch over her as her guard during the election trials. So as the trials go on, she grows closer to the brooding human regent who is running for re-election. And she begins to realize that maybe not everything is as it seemed before. Not right.
You tell me all your thoughts, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts.
Okay, I was going to say, do you have questions before I tell you anything?
I don't have a question,
okay,
but I have a suspicion.
Okay.
And I'll wait until you're done.
Okay, so I'm going to go into this and tell you up front, anyone who wants to read these books, proceed with caution. I'm going to try not to be like super spoilery. Like I'm not going to just go in and tell you everything that happens. But there are going to be some spoilery things that I talk about, so proceed with caution.
Oh, I see. Proceed listening with caution.
Yes. Proceed listening.
I thought you were saying proceed reading with caution.
No.
Oh.
Proceed listening to my review with caution.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So first I'm going to tell you, a lot of people online said that these are very similar to Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I've never read that, so I can't confirm or deny, but as I was reading it, I did think that it gave me a lot of ACOTAR vibes and also some Twilight vibes.
Okay.
Because there's some
vampires?
No, there's some love triangle situation happening. So, and it's very Twilight-esque type love triangle. So, but yeah, like I said, I got a lot of ACOTAR vibes. Like I said, I don't know if the comparison to Throne or Glass is good or bad, but that's what people online are saying. So, like I said before, I picked this book because I saw like 3 book talkers really talking about it, and it was like wildly, they were all saying that it's wildly underhyped and like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, all right. It's told in third person from Lesia's point of view. So there's that. Okay. I enjoyed it. Book 1. There's some things that I didn't like. So the things, okay. So I believe that this was me coming out of book 1 was I thought that it was going to turn into like a team so-and-so type situation. And I saw a lot of reviews online that didn't like the first love interest, and they were deep on like team broody guy. And I, in book 1, I like both of them. So like when we first meet Merrick, who is the spoilers, remember. So when we first meet Merrick, he's the Fae guard of hers. I 100% thought she was going to end up with him. And we meet him and he's like bad and like all of that. And immediately I was like, okay, it's him. Right. And then she ends up with somebody else. And I was like, oh, refreshing. Exactly what I was asking for. By the end of the book, though, I was, see, things happen and we don't really, by the end of book 1, we don't really know the state of things. Like things are in the air of love interest. Which is why I thought like we're going to get a fight over teams. And I was okay with either of them at this point. Didn't really, I didn't have an issue with either of them. Although I didn't really know how I felt about the love triangle.
It's never good.
No. I felt also going out of book 1, I felt there was going to be a very clear decision for her. And it was like trying to hint at a love triangle, but I was like, it's very clear where we're going to end up. And so you're like faking a love triangle at this point. Spoiler alert, I was right.
Yay.
Yeah. So, okay. So things that I enjoyed. It sounds very weird, but I did feel like the series was bingeable. So like even if it's not your favorite thing, I think that it has qualities to like keep you interested. Mind you, this is all coming out of book 1. I did the right thing this time, and I wrote every review after every book instead of trying to write them all at once.
Wow, look at you.
So coming out of book 1, I think it's got all the qualities. I really liked the magic. So everyone who has magic has a different type of magic. So you don't really know who's doing what. There's elemental fae, there's mental faes. Like everybody kind of has different things going on. All the main characters have really deep backgrounds that you find out along the way. So I think some of them you could guess based on years of reading. Like you kind of understand like what some things are going to be happening to them. But I did still enjoy like finding more about them, and like everyone was really intriguing. I enjoyed it. I felt like the world building was exactly the right level for me. Me.
Yes.
I never felt overwhelmed or super confused about the world. After reading some reviews, I understand that some people didn't feel the same way as I did. Like they wanted it to be more or needed it to be more. But for me, like it worked because it was easy for me to follow and understand. And I felt like I understood it enough to where like I didn't question the world.
Okay.
So what I didn't like, the writing isn't the best. There were multiple times where I had to like reread sentences or paragraphs because I was so confused as to what was happening.
Oh,
Like
that's
written in a way that where it wasn't like just didn't make sense. Like who are they talking about? What does she see right now? Like I don't understand where we're at. So like I'd have to go back and reread. Some parts are a little slow. And I think the slowness comes from over explanation of some things. So like it never got to the point in book 1 where I felt like stopping, but just something that I noticed that like she would explain things deeply. The overuse of words and phrases is a big one in this series.
Lizard brain.
In this particular case, it was their eyes. So their eyes did a lot. So their eyes slammed into each other. Their eyes collided with each other. Their eyes, like all of things. Their eyes never just met. And their eyes never just like found each other across the room. No, their eyes collided. Their eyes slammed. Their eyes like so much.
So violent.
Yes. I actually at one point, here, let me tell you. In book 2, oh no, that's a different count. Oh, my next point was that they grunted or growled or snarled a lot. So in book 2, they growled 73 times. And in book 3, they growled 42 times. So I don't have a count from book 1, but because I was already past it by the time I went into Kindle and like looked at it, but it's a lot. Merrick's magic is described as feeling oily in the air.
Okay.
I think my perception of this is that it's the author's way of saying that the air feels thick when he releases his magic, which is very Jane from Twilight, by the way, like where she's like looks at people and you can like feel her magic like giving pain or whatever. But and that's like what he does too. Like he just literally has to look at somebody and they are immediately in pain.
Oh, okay.
So yes, but what I think she's saying is like the air feels thick, but she describes it as oily, and I fucking hate it.
I just imagine, you know, that like the spray oil, like the fan spray, just like
yes,
like steam down on you.
Yes, it's so like, but that's gross. Like, why do I want? Like, I don't want to imagine that his magic is filling the air with oil. Like it's so fucking gross. And I would say at first I feel like I didn't notice it as much, but like in book 2 I swear she says it like 4 times on one page, like that his magic felt oily in the air, and I was like, I can't. The next thing that is an overuse in the series is every single person does not know how to take the stairs like a normal person. every single time somebody was taking the stairs, they took them 2 at a time or 3 at a time. Like,
always in a hurry.
Just walk up the fucking stairs, bro. I'm pretty sure at one time Merrick took the stairs 4 at a time, and I was like, what is happening? How long are his legs?
Well, he's probably 7 feet tall, so, and all legs. Like, his torso's like
a baby.
2 foot. Yeah, like a baby torso, but his legs are 5 feet long.
Yes. Okay, my last 2 more things about book 1. The trials are fucking crazy. Like, why anyone would try to be regent in this area, I don't understand. But like, every time a new trial happened, I was like, why would they let this happen? They're brutal. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but there's like a lot of torture involved. Like, is it that important to you to become regent of this land? Like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
It was a lot. And then last thing for this one, it's very convenient, especially at the end. So it's just like, poof, things are done. And yeah, so there's that. Okay, book 1, I gave a 3.5, rounded up to 4.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I was like, cool, I'm ready for this. Like, let's go. Book 2. About halfway through, I started rage reading.
Oh, no.
And then book 3 was a full rage read. So there's that. Okay, so book 2, wildly repetitive. Not just with the wording. But we just get the same fucking thing over and over. How she feels guilty about things that happened in her past. Everything that happened with the previous love interest in book 1. It over and over. At some point, bro, you have to get over what you're feeling and just let's move on to the next thing.
Or at least stop talking about it.
Yes, like let it drive what you're doing. And so this one, I read a lot of reviews for this book afterwards, and I've seen so many reviews about everybody being Team Merrick, and especially after book 2, my question is, why? In book 1, I feel like we actually get some tension and like banter between her and the first love interest. Like I feel like you actually get something from them. In this book, we literally just get Merrick being broody and in love. Like there's no I don't know. At 0 point for even a second did I believe that she was questioning anything either. So like they like were trying to hint at this love story or this love triangle and like all that kind of stuff. At no point in book 2 did I ever think there was a chance for the other guy. I was like, as soon as Merrick came into it, I was like, well, that's it. Like, we're fucking done. Like, so stop trying to force this love triangle narrative because it's whatever. I don't know. So because I compared it to Twilight, I'm going to say for everything that Twilight got wrong, I think that it got the love triangle right in Twilight, because even if we never believed that she would choose Jacob over Edward, we at least believed that she cared for him, right?
Right.
Like you always knew that she cared for him. She was willing to like do whatever to take care of Jacob. Like we always knew that she was going to choose Edward as her love interest, but we knew that she still cared. And at no point in this book did I feel like she ever cared about. Once Merrick came into the fold, I didn't even feel like she cared about the other one anymore.
Right.
And then last thing I'll say is that in the reviews of book 2, I'm seeing more TOG vibes, the Throne of Glass vibes. So keep that in mind. And I will say, for me, it was giving a lot of ACOTAR vibes.
Okay.
Book 3. Oh, I gave book 2 a 2.5. And I rounded up to 3 for this one.
Okay.
So book 3. Book 3 was fucking boring.
Great.
We're supposed to go to war in book 3, and it's the fucking worst. I have all the same complaints that I have about the previous books, like repetitiveness, all the things, but now there's more. The level of possessiveness is wildly over the top. Like, I get it. You know, all the people, they
cannot look at her.
Yes. Like, you love, everybody always loves when he's like, oh, that's my wife or my girl or my whatever. Like, no. She's literally speaking to the leader of the rebellion, and they're trying to figure out, like, who's gonna kill who. And Lesia and Merrick are literally, like, holding hands. Like, and holding her. And, like, at every single point, he's, like, attached to her. And I like, how? Like, you're supposed to, you're fighting in a war, like, you're going to speak to the rebellion, and you guys are gonna hold hands. Like, to me, I was like, why? Like, how is anybody supposed to fucking take you seriously when you can't take a step away from your fucking boyfriend? You know, like, it was very annoying. How is anyone, I wrote that, sorry. How is anyone taking her seriously at all with this man always hanging on her?
Yeah.
Also, we meet some other fae. Like, we bring some other fae in. I'm gonna give you a little spoiler here. Merrick and his 3 other friends are like the 4 deadliest and menacing and strong fae that have ever been. Like, the 4 of them, yes. Like, the 4 of them, like, hundreds of years ago, centuries ago, whatever, were in this massive fae war, and everybody still talks about how deadly they were together. Like, the 4 of them, whatever. And yet, these 4 fucking keep talking people to boredom. Like, they just keep telling people, like, if you say one more thing, I'll kill you, or if you threaten her, I'll kill you, or whatever. But no one actually ever fucking dies. Like, so, yeah, I don't know. They just keep getting away. So you keep telling me how deadly and menacing these 4 are, and yet everyone keeps escaping. So at some point, you kind of have to make it seem like,
right, yeah,
like, it's legit. So anyways, and then the last thing I'll tell you is the writing style is very annoying. It's she does this thing where, you know, when things are like meant to be dramatic, and so you put like one line or one word on every line, so it kind of like breaks it up to where it's like, I was upset and angry and I was going to take down the world or something like that. And it's told on different lines. She does that for everything. And so it's just, it's a lot. It makes everything feel way more dramatic, and in a lot of times where it doesn't need to happen, and all of that. So book 3, I gave a 2.25 and rounded down to 2. Book 4, I read about 2 chapters and DNF'd it.
Oh, nice.
So that's all I had for book 4. The end.
What put you over the edge for DNF? Because you're pretty, I feel like you're pretty willing to give books more of a chance than maybe they deserve. So did you finish 3 and immediately go into 4 and you were like, I can't take it anymore?
Yes. Okay. That's basically what happened. I in the first 2 chapters I was fucking bored already. I'm gonna give a pretty big spoiler here for everyone. You're not gonna read these, are you?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give a really big spoiler for book 3 right now, so if you don't want this, skip ahead. Okay, so Lesia dies at the end of book 3.
Okay.
And Merrick uses his magic to bring her back to life.
I thought he had pain magic.
So his pain magic comes from using the souls of the dead. So basically he has control over the souls of the dead, and when he releases his magic, those souls go and attack people.
Okay. Is that explained at the beginning?
No. So you do get, I think you get the explanation in book 2, because I think we get some more from like more Merrick stuff, and so you kind of learn more about his magic from them. And so when she dies and he fucking goes crazy, he ends up kind of using his soul magic to give her soul back, basically.
Okay.
To bring her back. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
she is zombie.
No, she's fine. Like, nothing is wrong. It's like it never happened, basically.
Okay.
And so, like, to me, I was like, well, I personally am not a fan of like bring people back to life magic, because I think that kind of takes everything away from the story, because then at that point, like, okay, well, there's no consequences to you bringing somebody back. Yeah. So why just go out and live your life free of fear, because he can bring you back, right? So I'm personally not a fan of that. So that was one thing. So then when we jump into book 4, it immediately kind of starts talking about how people are like afraid of them now because of what he did, and like, I don't know, I just immediately was not into it. I didn't care about what happens after this point.
So it probably wasn't so much book 4. It was probably just the whole bringing, like the situation and yeah.
And then the first 2 chapters, all we were getting already was just talking about how he brought her back and like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't fucking care. I don't, if you're just gonna, I was getting the vibe like all we were gonna talk about was for the whole book was that. Who knows? There may be a time where I go in and I finish and find out what happened. But for now, I was not willing to rage read
it. Put the time and effort in there.
No. Yeah. So yeah, that's overall. I mean, for a series that I ultimately didn't finish, I feel like I can't give too high. So I'm gonna give it. I'll give it like a 3 overall. 3 crepes.
That's very nice of you.
Yes, because I do feel like people will. The current environment of what is happening, people are going, current environment meaning reader space. I do think Book Talk is going to love it.
Okay.
It's right up Book Talkers' lane. But if you think back to what the conversation we just had, it's exactly the reason why I didn't love it.
Gotcha.
So, also I'm willing to give it a 3 because I gave book 1 a 4.
Okay.
So I feel like it's, I don't know.
Yeah. So my thought when you've described book 1, when you were describing book 1, this is coming from a person who has not read the book. All I've heard is what you've told me. This felt, as you were explaining book 1, it felt very... this is a me problem probably.
Okay.
The problem with people having such powerful magic is, and I think, and you touched on this a little bit, is everything becomes so unbelievable. Yeah. Like, I get it's a fantasy, blah, 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 but I still have to believe it at some point based on the world you have created, right?
Are you talking about her magic? Like being able to compel people?
Yeah, I'm getting there. So,
okay.
Like you talked about her magic, she could just like look into your eyes and tell you to do something. So like we have this whole story where she does all these trials and she does like, why not just get a meeting with the guy, get in the same office and look into his eyes and be like, tell me what your plan is.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I was feeling too. But you do get, because of all the guilt that she feels from what happened before, she doesn't use her magic. Like throughout the 3 books that I read, she probably uses her magic twice.
That's so stupid.
3 times maybe. So yeah, But okay, if your goal is to get out of the blood oath and he says
as quick as possible.
Yes, and he says by any means necessary, then fucking go do that. Like,
right.
In and out, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, over the course of however long these 3 books are, you're using it.
Mm-hmm.
So just fucking go in there and ask the dude.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time you were telling, I was like, man, I have a problem with this already, just based on this feels very questy, and I have trials, and I have to do all these things and jump through all these hoops when, kind of like we say in all our romance reads, just have a conversation.
Yeah. Just have a conversation, especially with your magic.
Right. And then to your point, in book 3, 4, when he's like, oh, it's actually not that big a deal. I can just bring you back from the dead. Like, okay, you just ruined the first 3 books for me.
Yeah.
Because I know I've said this in previous episodes, you brought in the fucking magic apple.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now you just basically told me everything that happened up until this point was, I don't know.
Yeah. That, like, you literally could have completed all of this 700 pages ago or whatever. Oh, I have one more complaint. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It goes along with them, like, always being on each other and stuff like that.
Okay.
They have sex all the time.
Okay.
Which, okay, but also in weird times. Like, I'll give one example.
Okay.
There's a point in book, I think it's 3, where they go meet the gods. And the gods are like this, they're in this like very special place. It's like a ethereal blah, 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 whatever. When you go to meet the god, it ultimately puts you in this like sound bubble. And so people can't see or hear or anything, but the god's there. And then Lesia and Merrick fuck.
Oh, with the god watching?
Yes.
Listening?
Well, like, it's so, I don't understand. Like, you couldn't wait till you guys left the gods and got back on the ship. Like, it was very weird. And it happened like that quite a few times where I was just like, I don't think right now you should be worried about that. Like,
there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yes. Like, people are literally on their way to fucking murder you. And you're just like, I think we should fuck. We shouldn't prepare at all.
Do you remember when we did a buddy read for the, what is it? I think it was the Unmarked Witch.
Yes.
Is that the series where like they also had bubble sex?
They did.
Like,
with all their friends.
Yeah, they were in the middle of a battle.
Yes.
And like he created the bubble that nobody could see through, and they were like, time to fuck. And then they came out and everybody's like, we were dying.
Yes. We know what you were doing. Yeah, it's the same vibes all the time. So that's another complaint. I honestly think that my goal for the next 5 books, I think, is to have no spice, because I think authors are really starting to rely on that a lot, and it's taking away from the story. I feel like you're just giving me sex scenes, and you're just like, that doesn't help the story in any way, because like, you fucking in the middle of a war is not helping the story in any way. So I think I need, especially when it comes to like fantasy and stuff like that, I think I need to read maybe like a YA or something, because I feel like it's really they're relying too heavily on the spice, for sure. So ridiculous. I just read a couple of hockey romances that were kind of the same thing, where they're just literally fucking all the time, and I was just like, if that's what you're going for, I guess, but like, you really just took away from half the story because you just want them to fuck. So all right, well, are you ready for our question?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the question, how do you feel about romances right now?
Yes. Let me count the ways. Is it okay to DNF a classic?
Fuck yes, it
yes.
is. Yes.
Because I did last year.
Yes. Yeah. And we're not just saying that so Vanessa doesn't feel guilty.
That's right.
Yeah, I have not spoken about, I don't think I've spoken about this book. I planned on talking about it last year because I did have a, like you were saying, like read one classic.
Mm-hmm.
I think I talked about this actually a little bit because I did read Catch-22.
Oh, that's right.
Which I consider to be a classic.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't on my list of, like accomplishments that
like a challenge.
Like a challenge or whatever, I probably would have DNF'd it.
Mm-hmm.
Because some books, specifically that one, was not, I didn't really enjoy the way it was written. I didn't think it aged well. Like the way they talk about like women and the way they talk about other people and like stuff like that, I was like, yeah, I don't really like this.
No.
So even if it may have been historically accurate for the time,
right,
that doesn't mean that that's what I want now.
Yeah, exactly. That's not what I want to be in my headspace right now. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. You DNF whatever the fuck you want to DNF. I think believing that you can't DNF a classic is like a level of bookish elitism.
Snobbery.
Yes. Yes, I just feel like it's you're putting people to a standard that's like, it's just books. Like, it's just reading, and if you're not enjoying it and you want to DNF, please do it.
Right. Yeah. So, and I also, I recognize that there are books out there that, classics that have good, like, moral of the story.
Oh,
But, yeah,
sometimes you just can't get there. You can't get past some of the
other stuff. So, I don't know.
Yep. Go forth and DNF whatever you wish, dear listener.
You get all the DNF tokens you would like.
Yes, agreed. And
keep handing them out.
100%. Normally here, I would say, dear listener, you tell us what you think, but honestly, you're not allowed to disagree with us on this one. So,
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, you could try, but we will not accept it. So there's that. But you could still go out and reach out to us everywhere and tell us other thoughts if you want to. Savor the Story Pod everywhere on YouTube and at Gmail and on the websites and everywhere you want to.
Wow. I think this is the first question where we've been like, you don't have to tell us what you think.
Don't tell us.
We already know.
Yep, we already know, and you cannot sway us. So there you go. Yeah. But we do really enjoy when you give us comments and reach out to us. It makes us feel happy in our hearts. So do that. Okay.
Do it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Be back.